I think a couple of things which have been quite significant, if you ask for the last 1 year, which included the elections also. First time I can remember in the last 30 years that the campaign of Mr. Modi and his people has been on growth, development and governance. I think the focus on this is quite unique and noteworthy to actually be able to capture the imagination of the youth of India, because the demographic profile of India today is a much younger population. Just to share some data, 65% of our population is below the age of 35, 52% of our population is below the age of 25. In this last election, we had about 100 million first-time voters. In the 2019 elections, it's expected we'll have 130 million first-time voters. So the age profile is young. So I think the first point is Mr. Modi actually canvassed on the plank of growth, development and governance, which has caught the imagination of the population of India. That way he's come with an absolute majority. I think that is the first. Second, if one sees, I think Mr. Modi's ambition, drive, focus is to take India forward. I think the focus on job creation, the focus on economic development, and he's looked at various issues on the economic side. I think that is a great direction, if you see the last 4 months. The third I'd put is on the social front. I think nowhere before have I heard of such an ambitious plan of clean India, of providing toilets in India, of cleaning up the Ganga. I think these are important from a standpoint of creating a sentiment, creating an environment which is much more conducive for a better life. So I think the focus, if we see on the economic side, on the social side, and of course his focus of coming to capture the imagination of the youth of India, I think is very creditable. I think if we take the if I may come back to the last 10 years of the Indian economy, from 2004-05 to 2008-09, India did have over 9% GDP growth. 2008-09 onwards, for the last 4-5 years, we've had a tough time. We've come down to 4.5% growth. I think the sentiment and the mood now is changing well again. There is a positive mood coming about. I think there is a mood of decision making. There is a mood today that the results are required to be brought about. Mr. Modi is moving very aggressively to position India as an investment destination, as a good place to do business, as a good market. I think the 3 Ds which he's talked about, which is the democracy, the demographic profile and the demand of the marketplace. I think all these 3 are very, very important to be recognized. And my personal view is that if you take the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, I think the pace of growth, which has already started showing better results. Last quarter, we had a 5.7% GDP growth compared to 4.5% last time. I think that is always already an upward trajectory. I think this will only go up. A couple of areas if to focus on, like GST, simplifying tax laws, I think implementing some projects which are pending, which the government is wanting to focus on, looking at ease of doing business. That's again a focus of the government. CII itself has had many meetings with various government ministries on this area. I think the issues of taxation they want to address. So I think the government is very aware of the problems. And the other good point I find is that when we have a dialogue, they are open, they want ideas, they want suggestions. They want to know what can they do better to make India better, to get more economic growth, get faster job creation, get higher economic activity. I mean, I can't remember any other government saying, we are pro-business and we are pro-poor. I think that's a very clear indication of both having to move together. I think the Prime Minister's approach of showcasing India as a good investment destination is very focused. He is aware that there are issues which have led to a negative sentiment which had developed over the last 3-4 years. And India, whether for an investment destination, whether it's Indian business or international investors, I think people are reconsidering India for the last couple of years. If you see the last 6 months, the positive mood has definitely come in. It shows up in the share market straight away. But I think the focus which the government is giving on areas of taxes, on the areas of implementation of projects, on the area which is still not very positive is interest rates. I think that is something which is still holding us back. But to my mind, in the next 6 months, 12 months, I see the growth moving much better and going forward and creating more economic activity in the country. One of the issues which scares people away, I think we in India who do business here are sort of used to it, but I think the focus on ease of doing business needs to be addressed very aggressively. I mean, if you have to get 35, 40 permissions to open a retail outlet or for starting any operations, I think that's not a good situation at all. So I think ease of doing business needs to be looked at, whether it's the Inspector Raj, whether it's the tax system, whether it's the pace of clearances, whether it's the Ministry of Environment and Forests. I think they all have to come to a more practical basis of evaluating the need of the people, the need for economic growth, vis-a-vis maintaining our ecology. So I think one is ease of doing business, that has to be. I think the second factor which has created a negative sentiment has been this issue of retrospective tax, which came in a couple of years ago. I think that needs to be addressed. The finance minister has talked about it in this budget. He has said that it is something which we are not going to look at, but somehow there is still a doubt in the mind of foreign investors. I was in the US also during the Prime Minister's visit, and this issue was raised again, that this issue of taxation. And I think the third, which I'll put in, needs to be addressed is interest rates. I think interest rates is another issue which impacts investments and economic growth. So I think these are some areas which need to be worked on. Another I would suggest, which needs faster movement is implementation of pending projects. There are so many projects which are pending, which are good for economic growth, whether it's actually corporate projects or infrastructure projects. I think they need to be pushed much faster to actually show results on the ground, that things are changing, things are happening, and movement is happening. If we go into the history of UK and India, I think there's been a lot of connect. There's a very strong affiliation and a sense of comfort between Indian and UK businessmen. And I think that's because of our historical connect also. So going forward, as it is today, it's quite good. But going forward, there are areas where we can definitely do a lot more. One, as you rightly mentioned, is manufacturing. With the Prime Minister's focus on Make in India, the attractiveness of India is going to improve. And I think the technology transfer, the collaborative working between UK and India on manufacturing is one area where we can grow. Second, I think where UK companies can help India is on the infrastructure front. India needs to spend almost $1 billion over the next 5 years to improve our infrastructure. And we look forward to UK companies coming in to help us on the technology and the finance side, because it has to be done on some form of PPP models. Third, I would say, is financial services. That's another area where the potential is very high. And fourth, I'd say, is again defense. That's an area the government has opened up now. They've opened up FDI in that. 49% is automatic. They say above 49%, government will consider on a case-to-case basis in case there are certain technologies coming across which are to be protected. So I think government is open on that too. Healthcare is another area where some work is already going on, but I think a lot more can be done. Another area where there is already work and collaboration between Indian companies and UK companies is in the auto sector. And I think a lot more can be done there. So I think these are some of the areas where the potential for more collaborative working, more investments coming into both the countries for the mutual benefit of both the peoples can be done. And we hope something in this direction will move forward much faster.